Hi guys, Leticia here. I just wanted to do a little quick video before I headed off to bed. I have one eye done here because I was doing a tutorial and I just wanted to show how you can go from a day look to a night look. Just that quick. Just by adding liner. That's all that is I just rimmed my whole eye with liner, shaped it with concealer. I'm going to be doing a tutorial on it in the future. But I just wanted to show the contrast of how you can go from like maybe work to like out to a party or out to a club or out to a lounge. Just like that. Just rimming your eye. Anyway, I went to the MAC store today. The original reason why I went to the MAC store today was because I wanted to buy an empty palette. The reason I wanted to buy an empty palette is because I had lots of pots of shadow. And my issue with having the pots of shadow was not only are they all individually in separate pots, but the confusion and the clutter and all of that stuff. So I wanted to get a little bit more organized. So I went to the MAC store and got an empty palette. And this is how the palette looks. Okay. I depotted all of my shadows. And put them in the empty palette. So that's the shadows that were in individual pots. Depotted them, put them in the palette. Okay. I also bought the 4 palette, and that's that one. You know, depotted and put the rest of them in here. So that was why I originally went to the MAC store. These things are really, really good. If you have a bunch of MAC shadows, it is really a good idea to go out and do something like this. It just keeps them really, really organized. All your shadows are in one place. And you look pretty professional at that too. Even when you're not. Like me, I'm not. Anyway, while I was in the MAC store, one of the consultants there, face was flawless, and I had to stop and ask her, because she wasn't the sales associate that helped me. I had to stop and ask her what she was using on her face. She introduced me to MAC Studio Fix Fluid, and this is how it looks. I don't know how new or old this is. All I know is that this stuff is awesome. Okay, it has SPF in it. I love this stuff. If you looked at my previous videos, you will see how I raved and raved and raved about the Makeup Forever HD foundation. I really did like that foundation. I still had some issues with it, but I really thought that I was satisfied until I tried this. I'm wearing it now. I've had it on for hours, and it's still true to color. I haven't repowdered my face or anything, and it still looks really, really, really good. Like, it's a great foundation. It's light. It has full coverage. Once again, SPF 15. That's always a plus. I really like this foundation, and I really thought that with the HD foundation that I found my perfect foundation and that my search was over. But in this wonderful journey of beauty, if you're on it with me, or if you're beginning on it, or if you've been on it, you know that things switch up all the time with beauty, and that is what attracts me to it, because it's so versatile, it's so different things coming up, and I just love that about makeup. So here I am, loving HD, raving HD, and just that quick I found something that's even better than HD to me. The issues that I was having with my HD foundation was that that foundation looked a little ashy on me, and that is why I purchased the primer. Now, the primer that I purchased with it, which is the HD primer, had like a little orange tint to it, and what that orange tint did was kind of brighten your skin, so it helped with the ashiness. The issue with primers, which is so crazy, because primers are actually supposed to help your foundation stick to your skin. When you have oily skin and you're putting moisturizer on and you're putting primer on, your foundation slips. It will not last the whole day. And I find that with all foundations. Like when you have oily skin like I do, like I just don't have like an oily T-zone, oily cheeks. My whole face is oily, and it's just ridiculous. I can't stand it. I mean, they do say it's good as you age because you don't get as much wrinkles, but my God, it's such a pain in the behind. And I'm finding that with this foundation, I don't know, it still looks really good. Like, it's not freshly applied. Like I said, I've had it on for about 5 hours now. But I think that it still really looks good. I'm loving this foundation. If I would have had my HD foundation on, I would have been oily already. I would have been blotting already. I must be honest about that. So the ashiness was an issue with me, and the fact that the primer actually helped the foundation slip wasn't an issue with me. I was on YouTube and I was looking at someone that I'm subscribed to, which is Goss the Makeup Artist. Wonderful gentleman, love him, absolutely love him. He was explaining that if you have oily skin, moisturizer and primer and all of that stuff that they tell you to put on, you don't really need it. If you want your foundation to last longer, if you have oily skin, it might be best to kind of leave that out. The primer, the moisturizer, leave that out when you're going to wear makeup. And that will cause your makeup to stay on a lot longer. And I'm finding that to be true because I did not put any primer on with this. I did not put on any moisturizer, and it's lasting. The foundation is full coverage. I mean, it covers just like the HD. It covers everything. So I'm really satisfied with this foundation. So, you know, if you're in the MAC store, have them swatch you, or maybe have them put it on you and just try it. I'm surprised. I'm surprised because I thought that my foundation journey was over, but I guess it's not. I also purchased today the Select cover. I really like this. I have this underneath my eyes. I really like this. I like this a lot. It's very creamy, but it's very consistent, and it doesn't wear off throughout the day. I like this a lot. So these are my 2 suggestions, guys. Just go out and try these. Like I said, if you're near a MAC store, go in and let them swatch you and try this stuff, because these 2 items here are my new favorite items. I'm loving these items, and I'm so glad that I stopped that consultant and asked her about it, because I'm really satisfied with these 2 products. They're really great. And like I said, the SPF is an absolute plus. And when I'm putting on this concealer, I'm using the baby stippling brush. I talked about this in a previous video also. This is the MAC 130. I said in a previous video that I didn't know that if they made these anymore. I was wrong. They do. They do make these. This is the smallest one, as you can see. This is the smallest brush. It's a 30 because I was using it, but this is just great for giving that airbrush look even with your concealer. So that's what I use it for, and that's how I use it. Great brush, guys. Great concealer brush. And I'm still going to keep my HD high definition powder, because this is great. This is great to wear alone without any foundation, or, you know, to put over your foundation. So I'm sticking with this. MAC makes this also, and it's basically like the same thing. There's really no difference. I tried it out today. There's really no difference. It's really the same thing. So that's why I'm holding on to this, because it's the same as the MAC translucent powder. Is that all? Yes, that is all. I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.